Welcome, my name is Arlo and this is Elemental Idea. And today we're gonna be talking about House of the Dragon, episode 1. I just watched it. It's late night right now, but I have to talk to guys about this because I was dying to watch this. The first season was amazing. I already read the books, so I already know what is gonna happen. But it's still fun to see how is this gonna happen. I decided that I was going to have one of my swords in this video, but right now it's kind of heavy. Let me see if I can put it in a. Okay, well, I'm just gonna keep it here because it looks awesome. All right, the first episode of House of the Dragon. Dragons and more dragons. This is what it was lacking in Game of Thrones, to see the dragons in action. Over here, you see a little more how people live with the dragons, how they actually get into the dragons. You have a little recap of what happened in season 1, and for me, you need a bigger recap. It's been 2 years. So a lot of the names, a lot of the stuffs are kind of fuzzy in the edges, but still a good show. It's a good show. Costume design is top notch. I was looking at the costumes and I was like, man, how much this show cost? And I look it up and it's 16 millions for episode. So still cheaper than something else that is over there. That is kind of crappy. But yeah, they're going all out with this show. Costume design, like I told you, is beautiful. Cinematography is beautiful. The places are amazing. You see Winterfell, and I think it's the first time you kind of grasp how big is Winterfell. And I like it. I like it a lot. They show you many stuff. To be the first episode, is really cool. I really enjoy it. It's a lot of setup for what is gonna happen. The places, they show you a lot of the places, a lot of the players. Most of them are grown, and it took me a while to figure out which of the kids is who. But at the end, you will have a grasp. That's it's a good episode. Like I told you, it was worth it to wait, and I'm excited to review it every single Sunday, even though I have to stay awake to this late. But yeah, no, it's fun. It's fun. I like it a lot. Let me tell you a little about the plot. Before talking about the plot, because when I told you the plot, it's gonna be a little spoilers, so I don't want to get into that right now. Okay. The favorite Daemon Targaryen for everybody. This guy is still amazing. And the show don't disappoint. It will have sex. It will have scenes that are really hard to watch. And the first episode, they're letting you know, yeah, this is still Game of Thrones. This is still gonna be a lot to take in. You will see oral sex, regular sex, all that in the first episode. So be aware of. The plot. The plot revolves about. You remember that we leave these characters with the younger son of the queen dying at the hands of the big ass dragon, and that's where the series pick up. She went looking for the son. She find it. Meanwhile, the rest of the players are moving the pieces. They're trying to figure out who is gonna be with who. They show you a little about the wall and the people in the north, but all this is just talking, and you will see alliance being made and paths and all this good stuff, the political stuff that people really enjoy about Game of Thrones. This episode is all about that. All right, set up, to show you what is gonna happen. All right, and right away they're rising the stakes because everybody know that is open world now, and war is inevitable. Right? At least the older characters know that this is gonna happen. There is no stopping it because one of the princes dead. So the high towers, right? This is one of the sides, are trying to get rid of the blockade that the other Rhaenyra has on them. They have a blockade, a sea blockade, and they're eager. The king is eager to actually fly out and destroy the blockade, but the high tower, the grandpa, he's like, yeah, we need to wait. We need to do this the right way. We need to set up alliances and just be patient. Right? And we figured out that the mom of the high tower side, she is having an affair, of course, with the guy with the gar. I don't remember right now what's the name. I will put it here. This guy. Okay, I'm trying this new format because I think it's easier to see and set up the camera this way. So I want to put some images on the other side so you can actually see what is happening. We have a new presentation. Is like being sewn in a big cloth, and I kind of like it. We have again the Game of Thrones music, and this music remember me of Game of Thrones, but it still is an amazing music. So no complaints about her. The end, because like I told you, it's a lot of setup, a lot of grieving. The end, and it's spoilers right away. If you didn't watch the first episode, go and watch it, and if you wanna come back, come back. The end, Daemon Targaryen go to King's Landing and find an assassin and send it through the king, and they kill the kid that is the son of the king in King's Landing. And the scene is really gruesome. You will hear like how they're cutting, and if you have the subtitles like I do, it will say like knife cutting flesh. It's you won't see it. You will hear it, and still you will imagine it. And I think that's worse because your imagination is powerful than any other effect that is out there. And that's how it ends. And it's a awesome cliffhanger. It got me hooked right away. First episode, that's what it have to do: give you setup and get you hooked for the rest of the season. I'm all in this show, and I hope it maintains the good pace it has. And I will see you next Sunday, and we will watch it again, and we will talk about it because it's awesome. Well, this was Elemental Idea. If you want to see more, click here or here or here or here or here or here to see more. My name is Arlo, and this was Elemental Idea again.